The Nintendo Switch isn't just for kids, there are plenty of amazing games designed for grown-ups too. Whether you're into deep stories, challenging gameplay, or just looking for something a little more mature, the Switch has a lot to offer. In this video, we're diving into the best Nintendo Switch games for adults. So let's jump in and find your next favorite game. Blasphemous offers a dark, religious world full of creepy, disturbing imagery and tough combat, making it perfect for fans of challenging games. The boss fights are unique and memorable, and the pixel art and atmosphere are impressive, giving the game a Castlevania-like vibe. However, the game isn't without its flaws. Some mechanics, like the prayer and fervor system, can be confusing and don't always work well. The world is visually diverse, but the gameplay often relies too much on memorization, making exploration repetitive. There's also a lack of meaningful upgrades, which takes away from the overall depth of the game. Citizen Sleeper is a story-driven game where you play as a synthetic being who escapes a corporation and hides on a space station. The station is filled with revolutionaries, refugees, and pirates. The game focuses on managing your daily life, working, eating, and interacting with others while trying to survive. Actions are determined by dice rolls, with higher rolls leading to better outcomes. The game features various characters with evolving stories, and trust is key. Some characters may betray you, while others become allies. You must also manage a decaying health stat and avoid being hunted by the corporation. Despite minor technical issues, the writing is strong and the game offers deep moments of reflection. With multiple endings, Citizen Sleeper is a unique and engaging experience for grown-up gamers. Cult of the Lamb blends action and base building in a unique way. You play as a resurrected cult leader, building a base and leading your followers on crusades. The game features a darkly funny art style and satisfying combat with randomized weapons and abilities. However, the combat lacks depth for long-term replayability, as each run is short and random. The real highlight is managing your cult, gathering resources, upgrading your base, and improving your character. This can be fun but gets overwhelming as your cult grows. The game has quirky characters, a catchy soundtrack, and lots of side activities. However, after around 13 hours, it starts to feel more like a linear campaign than a true roguelike. Dead Cells is an exciting action platformer that offers a rewarding experience with every playthrough. The game features randomly generated levels, diverse weapons, and gadgets that keep things fresh. Every time you die, you unlock new skills, abilities, and weapons, making each run better than the last. The fast-paced combat and movement reward quick thinking and precision. You can experiment with different playstyles, whether you prefer rushing through levels or using traps and ranged attacks to take things slow. As you progress, you unlock permanent upgrades and new gear, adding depth and replay value. While Dead Cells encourages experimentation, the challenge increases as you go, requiring patience and strategy. The Daily Dungeon mode gives you a fun way to try new gear. Disco Elysium: The Final Cut is a unique RPG where you play a detective with no memory, investigating a hanging in the city of Revachol. As you solve the mystery, you also face personal struggles and deep questions about life. Instead of combat, the game focuses on dialogue and choices. Your abilities shape how you solve problems, making each playthrough feel different. Conversations and decisions are key to moving forward. One standout feature is the fully voiced characters, especially the 24 voices inside your head, which adds depth to the experience. There's also a thought cabinet where you can internalize ideas for rewards or drawbacks. The world of Disco Elysium is rich and detailed, with every character feeling real. It's a game that makes you think about identity, society, and the world, making it perfect for adult players looking for a deep, story-driven experience. Dredge is a one-of-a-kind blend of fishing and cosmic horror. You play as a contract fisherman exploring a small open world, upgrading your boat and fishing gear. The gameplay is simple, with rhythmic button prompts making fishing easy and relaxing. But when night falls, your panic meter rises and dangerous creatures start to appear, adding tension to the experience. There's minimal combat, but you'll face strategic challenges as you navigate the waters. The story unfolds through puzzles, interactions with townsfolk, and hidden lore, keeping you engaged. Though the grind for upgrades can feel repetitive, Dredge keeps things fresh with its eerie atmosphere and sense of creeping dread. The mix of calm fishing and spooky elements makes it a truly standout game for grown-ups looking for something different. Hades is a fast-paced action game based on Greek mythology. You play as Zagreus, the son of Hades, trying to escape the underworld. Each run is different because you get new weapons and powers from the gods. Combat is smooth, exciting, and keeps you coming back for more. What makes Hades special is how it tells its story. Every time you die, you return to Hades' palace where you meet gods, heroes, and spirits. They remember your progress, making each run feel like part of a bigger journey. Instead of just restarting, you learn more about the world and unlock new abilities. With beautiful visuals, great voice acting, and rewarding gameplay, Hades is one of the best action games on the Switch. Whether you play for the challenge or the story, it's a game that never gets boring. Inscryption is a unique horror game that mixes card-based strategy, puzzles, and psychological horror. You start by building a deck of woodland creature cards, making tough choices to upgrade and adapt as you face off against the mysterious Leshy. But it's more than just a card game. The creepy cabin you're trapped in is filled with escape room puzzles, hiding secrets that unravel a dark, twisted story. The game constantly evolves, with new phases that introduce different mechanics and settings to keep you guessing. For an extra challenge, there's Casey's Mod, which adds harder gameplay after you complete the main story. Praised as a masterpiece, Inscryption is known for its clever mix of strategy, horror, and surprising twists. If you're into games with creative mechanics and an eerie atmosphere, this one is worth checking out. For the best experience, play blind to fully enjoy the surprises. Into the Breach is a tactical strategy game that challenges you to make smart, careful decisions. You control 3 mechs fighting against giant monsters set on destroying cities. Battles take place on an 8x8 grid and every move matters. There are no random hits or lucky chances. Victories feel earned. The game features simple pixel art but deep gameplay. The main challenge is balancing the survival of your mechs with protecting cities, as enemies always outnumber you. The game allows you to undo moves and reset a turn once per mission, helping you learn from mistakes. If you enjoy games that require planning and careful thinking, Into the Breach will keep you engaged for hours. Return of the Obra Dinn is a unique puzzle game where you play as an insurance evaluator solving mysterious deaths aboard the Obra Dinn. Using a pocket watch, you can view the exact moment of each death and must figure out the fates of 60 passengers based on clues you find. The game challenges you to pay attention to small details like accents, clothing, and relationships, with no obvious hints or misleading clues. This makes it feel fair as you slowly piece together the mystery. While the art style is distinctive, it can be hard to read and the pacing can feel slow at times. However, the exceptional voice acting, deep story, and satisfying detective mechanics make it one of the best detective games available. It's a perfect pick for grown-ups who enjoy a tough and rewarding challenge. A Space for the Unbound is a powerful indie game for grown-ups. It follows Atma, a teenage boy in 90s Indonesia, as he navigates life, school, and personal struggles. The game explores deep themes of anxiety and depression, offering a raw and emotional experience. Set in a small rural town with nostalgic vibes, the game blends real life with paranormal elements, creating a unique atmosphere. While some parts of the game feel slow with everyday tasks, the space dive mechanic adds excitement. Atma can dive into people's minds to solve puzzles, which gives the gameplay depth. The game balances humor with serious moments and dives into existential themes, making it a moving experience. A Space for the Unbound is messy and unresolved at times, but it's a captivating and emotional journey that sticks with you. Vampire Survivors looks simple, with basic graphics and a basic idea, but it's super addictive. This game is a twin-stick shooter where you only control your movement while your weapons automatically shoot at endless waves of enemies. Your goal is to survive for 30 minutes, level up and get new weapons and abilities. What makes it exciting is how you can build powerful combos of weapons and abilities. There are moments where you feel invincible as you take down tons of enemies. However, the game can get a little repetitive with the same enemies and maps. But the fun comes from trying out different builds, unlocking new characters, and going for achievements. Vampire Survivors may seem simple, but there's a lot of strategy hidden beneath. It's fun and you'll keep coming back to play, making it perfect for couch co-op. World of Horror is a dark and unpredictable horror game that combines Junji Ito's creepy stories with H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos. Each mystery has different outcomes based on your choices, clues, and risky actions. The narrative feels like a broken nightmare with disturbing pixel art that adds to the tension. Your goal is to solve 5 mysteries and unlock the lighthouse door to save the world, but each playthrough is different with new gods, characters, and challenges. The game rewards you even if you fail, making each playthrough feel like progress. While there are minor issues like some unbalanced spells, World of Horror remains an intense, immersive experience. It's not for the faint of heart. But for grown-up gamers who love a constantly engaging, unsettling atmosphere, this game is a must-play. And that's our list of the best Nintendo Switch games for grown-ups. Which one's your favorite? Or is there a game you think should have made the list? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and happy gaming.